Nigerians. Hi. 20 comments without show. Let me see if I can get it off. It's a better TV radio. Good day to me. Showtime! No, I said bring my audio. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. It's 1 minute past the hour of 9 a.m. in Nigeria. I don't know what time you are in, but I know that in New York, it's 1 minute past the hour of 3 a.m. and so on and so forth and so 5th and so 6th and so 7th and so 10th. All right, it's going to be a very fast one today. We're going to travel as best as we can. We're going to go to Bayelsa. We're going to go to Felix the Great to give us his roundup of the Niger Super 8 and champions. Yes, newly promoted Sporting Lagos leading the way, beating another team that, I've got the heart and minds of everyone. I've got my two angels here. Charlie's got his angels, three of them. I've got two. I'm getting close. I'm making three. I used to have like six of them here, remember? Now, others have gone to bigger things. Alison, Precious, what's it called? Annie Pooh, she's married now. She's expecting a baby. And a whole lot of all the girls, what's it called? Ibuko is in Dubai. Irene is traveling around the globe. I think people come here and just meet their destiny. Okay. So let's go to the Angels. I've got a whole lot of sport to talk about. Rice is through the door now. That's Nigerian. Timbers is through the door. One thing you should remember: Arsenal had Jesus and Mohammed, and they didn't perform miracles. Okay, they got into the top four. But they didn't get up to the top of the mountain. They just got close to the top of the mountain. Now they've got Mohammed, they've got Jesus, they've got rice to eat, and they've got timber to build, an ark or temple, whatever they can build, and every other thing. Okay, I don't know what they will build this season, but I make bold to predict that Arsenal will win the league. Maybe probably when the transfer window end, I would. But that's my prediction. That's the prediction that I'm planning to make. That's now in the league. And to my beloved, darling, special baby girl, Gwendolyn Marcus, who have chosen to suffer by her own. I used to tell you people on this show that some people just like suffering. She's choosing to suffer. Fine, River State Debo, hot, fresh, like today bread out of the best bakery. Chose to become a fan of the worst club on the planet, Tottenham Hotspur. What a shitty club. What a beautiful girl. A favorite radio girl doing with a dead club like Tottenham Hotspur. She said that they will finish in top 10. I don't know where you think Tottenham Hotspur will finish, but if you know, please give me your prediction on that one. She's here. She's on YouTube. She's seeing you. So I think of my angels. Shari, you're my angels. You're my darling angel. Is that not how the brother Shaggy sang it? Okay, Shaggy from okay, let's come to you guys. Let's start with you. Joy Bassi, good morning. How was your weekend? Give me a little bit of gossip. How was your weekend? Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your binary friend, whatever friend you have, I don't care. Whatever you do, I mean, but how was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. Sorry to say, but it was very disappointing because I did not go out. I just stayed at home all day.
Staying at home is disappointing. No, what makes staying at home disappointing? No, people teach me. I have a girl. I have 3 children. One is 11, one is 9, one is 4. And pretty soon will be your age. So I want to know what makes staying at home disappointing. Because for us, staying at home used to be paradise.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do than just staying at home.
Okay, you want to go out. Where do you want? Where were you planning to go?
Anywhere.
No, anywhere is no place.
Yeah, maybe like a mall or anything. Or
to go and do what in the mall? To go and eatery. To go and eat. Yeah. Is there no food in the house?
There's food.
Oh, the food in the house is not sweet.
It's sweet.
Do you have money? Yeah?
No.
So whose person's money were you planning at your grown-ass age? If you were in those days, you know, say like you don't marry, you don't have like 6 children. Whose money were you planning to use for your personal gallivanting? Have you not heard? Is it not written? If you don't have money, please stay there in the house. You never hear that one.
That's why I stayed in the house.
So why is it not boring? Find happiness wherever you are. Happiness is not outside. They say happiness is within until you're broke. Let me go to the girl who have a name that is amazing on it. So the name is Awesome. Awesome, Uche, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was eventful.
I am tempted to turn the computer so that YouTube people will see you, your beautiful face, and the two of you, because I have Coke and Fanta in the building. So how was your weekend?
Well, it was eventful. I went to bank
on Friday.
Yes.
I also went to the bank. I almost fought, but they begged me. It's been like, hey, 4 people just you cannot be doing this thing. And I'm like, my money over 110,000 since 10th of February have not been reversed. And you're saying, since Efelelelewe or whatever his name is, that is now resting in DSS for having firearms without permit. Since Efelelele, it's my list producer that went to that Benin where my money was zapped and not reversed. He is aware. See now, that was on the 10th of February. And which month are we now? July. And then I enter that bank, and then what people say, hey, Daffy, come on, you cannot be getting angry in the bank now. Other people are supposed to be getting angry, and then you come in and you be rolling peace. I was like, leave celebrity, I don't get money. As I say, I don't get fuel, I don't get internet. Today, I need my money. But they're not still giving me the money. We will sort you out. Well, so how was your bank experience? And how much is the money involved?
No, it wasn't like I wanted to get card. That was
what bank?
Eco Bank.
Your bank don't have automated system of getting.
They said that they didn't have network, so I had to go to.
I went to GT Bank. I didn't even enter inside bank. I just press button and my card come out.
So I had to go to another branch to like activate or even get the card itself. So I said, let me try the card at their own ATM, this thing, whether it will work and everything. That's how the ATM swallowed my card.
Boop, boop.
Their own ATM swallowed my own card. It was just very funny, and I had to now go back inside again to now get my card again.
To queue up and beg.
But
then how was the Saturday and Sunday?
My Saturday was just normal. I didn't really do anything. Then my Sunday I had to go to church, our church did a hangout and.
No wonder you came all glossed up, all ready. Yeah, like the weekend was good for you. For her, it was boring. Well, what news do you guys have for me?
Okay, so Victory Bakar won Nigerian Idol Season 8 with the prize of 35 million naira, a car, and so many other things.
Is there anybody here that can sing?
Yeah, I think small.
Small.
No,
I want to sponsor somebody to the next Idol. I wanted to, but since you cannot sing, let me sing my money.
Well, Nigerian artist Odumodu reacts.
Odumodu Black is automatically an Arsenal fan now.
Well, he beams with joy as he sees Arsenal
Sign
review of
David
Declan
Declan Rice.
song.
Bag of rice, full bag of rice. Full bag of rice. Not rice, the most expensive rice in the world.
And he's really happy that well, and they even did a video together, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
Then a professor and reading pastor are facing trial over fraud of 34 million naira.
I choose not to talk. Please see, I will resist the temptation this time. I'm not talking. Just read another news. Two people that I just don't like, professors, pastors, guys, coming together. The connivance of the devil's people. Nigeria. Who did they defraud?
It was like, I think he's a congregation member.
Use the word allegedly.
Allegedly. Because they said that he allegedly gave them money to help him, like, for oil and gas, I think to import it or something like that.
How is a pastor into oil and gas? The member too, the member is a suspicious person. They should arrest the member too. Member is a criminal. Does he have license to import oil and gas? Who the hell is the pastor to import oil and gas? You deserve to be defrauded. You tempted the man of God and the man of God fell. What is that? Even the ones that were created with the hand of God directly, not the sperm and womb. The ones that were created with the hand of God fell for temptation just to shop apple. And you can't give 36 million. I beg you, better man, go boy 2 cup of beans. Make it get out.
Okay, and my last and final news for today is China has successfully published a Yoruba textbook.
China
Published
published a Yoruba textbook.
Oh,
no.
Is it mainly for them to buy the world? I don't.
Can they publish a
Not the
Yoruba
world,
book?
They started with Nigeria first.
Can they publish a Yoruba book?
I don't know, but they are publishing a
China.
Yoruba book. A Yoruba textbook.
China published a Yoruba
China,
textbook.
yes.
In Ametana. Hey, yes, Madam, do you have something for us?
Yeah, news.
Okay.
Davido ex signing tribute Trevor Boy has now been officially wanted for murder in a club. Yeah.
Hey, where is Yorokiri Emmanuel? Who's that guy that was arrested for murder in the club, and the same club that Puff Daddy and Jennifer Lopez was on? What's his name? Remind me. Me and you would know this festival. I don't forget the name. It's like we're trying to repeat all those things that the Hollywood people did, and Nollywood people. I mean, no, Hollywood people, the hip hop people, the American people did in the years back. We want to do it now. Like, okay, let's do it. This is how back in the day you hear that somebody's pregnant for this artist, and then somebody else again is pregnant. See, Davido is always in the news. I mean, it's people around him are trying to outweigh him in the news. No problem. Give us another story.
Yeah. Nigeria stripped of the gold medal from the CWG.
Why you people carry so negative? It's Monday morning. Don't carry negative news. Don't depress people here.
It's
This part.
still an important news.
Don't depress me.
Okay, let me give you a funny news. The goodness of the record still continues. The Smile-a-thon is still on.
Smile-a-thon. You go and compete. You go and compete.
Yeah.
Because you can smile for state, but at the same time you can frown. You're smiling and you're frowning are in the same box, right? They come together. Okay. Okay. Is that the last news?
Yeah, no. The flood in Nigeria is taking a whole new level. And a lot of places have been flooded. Like the couple's wedding venue was flooded. Like people's
showers of blessing.
This year was blessing is too much.
God will bless them.
There shall be
an overflow. Now they are pastors. All these pastors preach and God answers. Say there shall be overflow of blessing upon your marriage. Overflow.
Yeah, that is really sad, but
overflow of blessing.
The blessing is with them. Another sad news. Let me take this one like.
Yes, the artist's name is Shine. Shine. I can't play it. YouTube will not block my channel. I forgot to play that Shine song now. Look at. Let's move on. I can't sing to save my life. God. I trust my younger brother. I know he will remember these things.
Yeah, and Nigeria's Senate has signed bill for 40 billion for their vehicles.
For their vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about living people. Let's not talk about extraterrestrial being, heartless human beings, and all that. Let's just talk about living people. Let's come back to football. You see, you guys depressed me this morning. Apart from the pastor and the professor who made me laugh, and that Idols winner, all the rest stories are depressing. 40 billion, 40 billion. They're giving us 80,000. I never even send my own 8,000. And you know the funny thing? They be send to my access bank account and access go reverse money. I'm not even trusting my bank again. I'm not trusting them. They can send the money, government can send the money, they go hold on for the banks are not like Prince of Persia. They will hold the your money for her like this. You and God is tired of sending angels. You can imagine how many people they had. Now that time it was only Daniel. It was easy to send, and he even sent 2 angels to go fight. Prince of Persia must be very strong. Though. He never would take the word of the Lord. He has to send angels. That Prince of Persia must be very strong. Well, like,
do you remember that thing? I think for the 2022 when banks the transfer app was not working, card was not working.
No, it didn't happen to me. I'm not sure it happened to me.
It happened to me.
Okay. It didn't happen to me. And maybe your bank is the others bank that have those problems. This one since February, 116,000. So let's come back to sporting story. Let's deal with all the sporting stories that there's a whole lot to talk about. I made a promise before that I was going to let the people lead the conversation today, but then there's so much to talk about. Okay, the British media are already saying it's the end of an era for Novak Djokovic, blah, 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 that his age was showing in that game. His real age started to show in the game against Carlos Alcaraz because we now know that he was playing with Ahmed Musa's age. Oh, sorry. He was playing with his Felipe Solo age. Now it was revealed in that game. Once it was spoken, twice have we heard Novak Djokovic is older. Okay, let's go to the news of the day. I'll still come on the show is Felix the Great report on the Super 8 as well as Yakubu. Yes, Yakubu all the way from Bayelsa. Will give us some updates in Bayelsa. Bayelsa is still in the league, so we're not going to sit here and forget. Yakubu Uzoma, that name is very amazing. Somebody has read Yakubu Uzoma. It's very amazing, but we'll talk about that one later, so that you don't see I'm being a tribal bigot. But just to hear that somebody's name is Yakubu Uzoma, it's just interesting. But still to come, with give us update on that one. We're still test running. We're still trying to get report from all the centers. We're test running it. Eventually, we'll get it right. But for now, bear with us. Let's go to the story about Novak Djokovic not winning. There's a whole lot talking, and then there's also transfer gist that will give you as it is. So, my guys, I'm asking this question. Do you think that because Novak Djokovic lost this Wimbledon finals, it means that is the end for his career? But he's still the odds-on favorite to win the US Open. Let's not forget that. But this is how the story was put. In the end, the loneliness was too much for Novak Djokovic. The isolation was too much. He has defied solitude for most of his career, and he has laughed in the face of antipathy and ambivalence. Okay, even as he became the greatest men's tennis player of all time, this was too much, though. There were too many. The odds were just too great. Okay, to witness his defeat by Carlos Alcaraz on the center court in an epic Wimbledon men's singles finals was about more than just the defeat of a great champion by, I mean, Alcaraz was 20 years old. Okay, but that's how Novak started too now, so let's not get surprised. Okay, by a force of nature, 16 years is younger, is junior. Okay, a kid who seems destined to rule the tennis world in the stead of many years to come. It was a defeat by Alcaraz and his youth and his nerves, his verve, sorry, and his power. But it was not just Djokovic against Alcaraz. It was Djokovic versus 15,000 spectators inside the most famous arena in tennis. Okay, the vast majority of them cheering every point he lost and willing his opponent on for all they were worth. That was sad anyway, but this thing that everybody's talking about, that everybody's excited about, the Wimbledon fans, if that happened in Nigeria, people will tell you, oh, Nigerian people are wicked, blah 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 blah. But then that really didn't happen. Well, he's number one in the hearts and minds of the Argentines, even though he wears the number 10 jersey. He's number one in the hearts and minds of the Barcelona fans. I don't know what number he is for Paris Saint-Germain, but he's gone on to eat American pie. First time in the history of his life his adult life to walk in a public space without being molested. I'm talking about no other one that the lion of the tribe of the Ape Celesta, the one from the tribe of the Argentines, the lineage that have produced the Mario Kempes of this world, Juan Román Riquelme of this world, Armando Diego Maradona, Gabriel Batistuta, the one they love to call the angel, and Anan Crespo, and a whole lot of others who hit the game very hard. Players like Claudio Canigia and the rest of them. I'm talking about no other than Lionel Messi. And when he decided to move from Paris Saint-Germain and go to another country, he chose a place where there are more Latinos, okay? Where there are more Latinos, where there are more Spanish-speaking people than any other place, okay? Could have also gone to Texas anyway, but Miami, come on. Miami is no man's land. Lionel's Andreas Messi, the one they love to call La Puga Atomica, finally landed in Miami on a rainy day, was unveiled to a full stadium, and not as big as the Nou Camp, not as big as the Parc de Princess, but whatever. A full house is a full house, and he was wearing pink. Okay, nothing ladylike anyway, but no, I mean, Lionel Messi is not a ladies' man. He's just the greatest guy. And he showed up, and everybody was happy. David Beckham almost slipped with his koi shoe, but then he found his balance as a winger. He showed that he still got some stuff, but he's the happiest man alive right now. And before Lionel Messi could even come in, they had to tell the Obori coach that they used to have, Gary Neville, get out of here. To the left, 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 everything in your hand. Come back where? Come on for here. Okay, talking about back where. Have you guys seen Last One Laughing by Basketman and his crew on Amazon Prime? I think if you're looking for comic relief, if you're looking for something that will just excite you, go watch it. There are 2 episodes out already. I think this week the other episode will come out on Amazon Prime. They're not sending me to do adverts, but when I like something, I like something. I mean, Basketman, not really my best of friends. I'm not AY, but I remember criticizing Basketman one time on Instagram and he immediately blocked me off. But it doesn't mean that when he does something good, I shouldn't. I think the brother knows how to do his entertainment business and he's doing it very well. Want to look like, okay, you learn from. I'm talking about entertainment. Timida Kolo, the chorus leader, is ready. I don't know if you're ready, but it's going to be Terra Culture on the 20th of August, if I'm not mistaken now. And it's a Sunday. Go buy your ticket now. Go get your ticket ready. I will be there. And I'm thinking I can convince my wife, who is also public place shy, to join me. But I don't know who to leave the children with. And if I get somebody that I'll leave the children with, I'll be very, very happy. I just lock the children up there and then we would go have some fun. Yeah, my wife, I think it's good because, I mean, Timida Kolo, anything Timida Kolo is doing was supposed to, just kind of like show up. Timida Kolo sang at our wedding. What are you expecting? That was 12 years ago. Timida Kolo is my homeboy, my real homeboy, my day one guy. Okay, so we should be there to enjoy all of those songs, and especially 2 of us appeared in one of his videos. What do you expect? I mean, we should be there. We should be there. Okay, we should go and do some hooking up together. Go buy your ticket. Okay. Well, let's talk about somebody whose ticket has torn. Yeah, Harry Maguire, Manchester United coach. Eric Ten Hag said, look, enough is enough. But let me give you a background story to that. Let me not just give you a story that is written up front. Let me give you a background story. So the contract that Eric Ten Hag signed says that if he leads them to the Champions League, they would increase his salary, by 50%. And he's already earning fat cow money already. And they're like, you know what? I think, this is a club that signed a player called Falcao, Radamel Falcao, and he became a fat cow. So they don't want to produce another fat cow that will be too big to run and all that. Okay, so they said, you know what? Let's take away the captain's armband. We can't immediately terminate his contract because that means that we will pay everything on the contract. But all we can do is we can frustrate him so much so that he will decide he wants to leave. And I think that Harry Maguire was, for me, dumb in a whole lot of ways. No disrespect to him, but I senior him, so what's the big deal? They use Luke Shaw to play in your stead, and you're still in that club. You're not calling your agent to look for you. You see all these Oyibo players, most of them are also playing for money. They would rather sit on the bench. Don't be telling me that it's only African players that do that. Because if they use Luke Shaw that was playing with his body and the brain of the remote control of Jose Mourinho to replace you, slabhead, are you okay? You should have since call your agent, man, guy, find club on me, even if he's outside England. But he did not. So now Manchester United now realize that, oh, this guy is not really playing for the game, he's playing for the money. Just like David Gea played for the money for a very long time. David Gea earned over 70 million. He playing for Manchester United in that 11 years. Well, the money didn't come at once, but that's how much he earned. So when they were rubbishing him and he was taking it, it's not because he was a loyal guy. It was just because he was earning money. It's just as good as that. Go to Indian man shop and be insulting him, but as long as you will spend money, he will be taking it and be not himself. It's one of those things that happen with footballers. Okay, so it's not coming out to say he's angry. But why that is happening, Manchester United are tying up a very good deal with Inter Milan. The initial £43 million with the Cameroonian set to sign a 5-year deal to replace David De Gea, so Eric Ten Hag will get his man. But let me just give you guys an update. You would see in the course of the season if if he signs for Manchester United, he will lago. He's got a tradition of doing that once or twice. He will give you a David Seaman where we'll try to dribble, over smartness. He gets smart anyhow. Over smartness will not get in the way and he would do rubbish. So remember when it happens that I told you so. Did it at Ajax, did it at Inter Milan, did it everywhere, even for Cameroon in the World Cup, in the qualifiers, he did it. So just know that is bound to happen. He's going to make some incredible saves, some unbelievable saves that will shake the stadium, whether at home or away. But he will do that thing where the village people will whisper into it, say, yeah, go and do it, and he will do it definitely. So when it happens, don't say, oh, it's the English league. No, that's Onana's trademark. Okay. Well, for Manchester United, they've told him that, okay, since you didn't sign stabilizer, I think you can get Leon Light. Okay. You didn't have a stabilizer, you can have this Leon Light. So Bayern Munich have offered Manchester United that if they come with the right price, Leon Goretzka is available for sale. So Manchester needed a striker as a priority, like a striker. But now they are all over the places. Okay, they need a goalkeeper because David De Gea is gone. Then they went on to sign that what's the guy that they signed in midfield? So I really don't understand what they need. Arsenal, okay. So Arsenal have done part of the job. I don't want to believe that they've done all the job. They've done part of the job. They've gotten midfielders, but we're hearing over the weekend that Thomas is taking his party to Saudi Arabia because if the Juventus deal is not working, he's taking his party all the way to Saudi Arabia. And if he goes, who should Arsenal go for? Well, for me, I think Arsenal should just brave it and just all die and die. Do it all die and die and go and sign Moises Caicedo. That's what I think. You got to be brave. Last time it's a case of you do me, I do you, God the verse. You for me, I turn you, no problem. Two of us are back, rub ground. Because if you look at it, last season, Chelsea hijacked a player from Arsenal, even though the player is on ball. Okay, but it doesn't matter. They said they need a cook on ball for Asaba. But the Chelsea went to Asaba and go and sign on ball, and the player didn't play well. Okay, that's a different story. Go and check go and fact check it. So don't go and believe me, and then it doesn't align. But that's what they say. Gossip. The Roman mill says they need a cook on ball for Asaba because the juju, the gods of Asaba, the old king of Asaba wife, go eat a bolo costing and can't go, they can't laugh for beauty pageant, she can't commit suicide for river, blah blah blah. It's a long story, but I'm just using it as an added on to my story. So now Arsenal have signed Havertz that I do not believe would work. Declan Rice, solid player. If Partey goes, Jorginho, is that like the backup? You cannot be using Julius Berger to build the fence. And then when Julius Berger can go on strike, you go and call Kamoru and Larondo from Ado Ekiti to come and complete defense. Are you well? Don't be playing with me. This season we're in to win the title and let's get the right set of people. Okay, so let's move on the storyboard. Is Monday. If you don't want to laugh, now you know that will be your problem. I'm not your problem. You're just your own problem. Okay, Carlos Alcaraz. Let me just inform you that the people that are hailing you right now are the ones that will mock you later. So enjoy the moment while it lasts. But remember that these same fans that are sharing you and booing Novak Djokovic once upon a time also shared Novak Djokovic. Today's fans are like those people that Jesus gave food to eat. 1 minute, Hosanna, the next minute, crucify. They've not changed since the beginning of the world. It has always been like that. But let's look at some of the transfer stories that is making the headline, and then I'll come back to read all your comments that you put out there. Okay. Liverpool are eyeing a deal for Manchester City's and England midfielder Kevin Phillips. Come and take it, please. 27 as Fabinho nears a move to Saudi Arabia. Good. After Fabinho, excuse me, guys. Whew. Ah, today is the day that Qatar choose to disturb me again. God help me. Uh, After Fabinho, please, Henderson, Saudi Arabia, come and take Henderson. Not like, I mean, it means anything to me if Henderson go to Saudi Arabia. I just want to sit in front of my TV and be watching Sky Sports and hear what Sky Sports would say. Because initially they said this is from Saudi Arabia League is for players that are from poor countries, South American countries, and then all those weak European countries like Portugal and all those other places where they don't really have good league and good money. Well, now we're having players like somebody like Steven Gerrard going there to coach. They will say, "Oh, he has retired. Please come and take Henderson. He's the captain of Liverpool, right? When they take him, we will have a conversation. I will do a show for that. But right now, let's just keep it on the warm-up first. Yeah, let's go to West Ham and see what they're doing. West Ham are in talks to sign Portugal midfielder João Paulinho for 20. He's 27 years old, and Fulham have told West Ham that listen. Previously, we would have sold this player for cheap, but you've collected 105 million, 100 million guarantee from Arsenal. Oga, hey, brother, Oga, you will pay. You will pay. It's not a five-star player. You will pay. Okay, Eric Ten Hag is willing to sell Manchester United and Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay 25 to fund summer transfer. Manchester United, I don't reach this level, Sha. After pulling out of the race for Chelsea and Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku 30, Inter Milan have set their sight on Atletico Madrid's 30-year-old Spain striker Alvaro Morata. God, the Jasman, or the God of Morata, let him be my God. This boy, if he is not a drug peddler, is a money laundering instrument. This boy knows Sabi play ball. But because he's not an English player, we can yab him. If he was an English player, he would just go and sit down on the overlap and tell Gary Neville that mental illness, trauma, I was molested when I was a child. That's how I forget to score goals. And everybody would just have pity on me. But whatever his agent is doing, they are doing well. And Arsenal's 22-year-old USA forward for Larry Balogun. Chelsea fans, who do you prefer, Morata or for Larry Balogun? Which would you want to have? And looking at those two, just look at Chelsea for a minute, even though I said they were supposed to come back to the top four. But just let's look at Chelsea for a minute. So you have Aubameyang, you have Lukaku, you have Kai Havertz, you have, what's the other one again? There's this Serbian boy that they have in the attack. I don't know if he's still there or they loan him now. Now, look at all those people, face them out, and now say your attack is not dependent on Michael Jackson and either Morata or what's it called? Folari Balogun. Would you guys make the top four with that kind of strike force? Well, Lukaku will not travel on Chelsea's preseason tour with the priority to sell him for £34 million. Interest from Juventus depends on a deal between Paris Saint-Germain and Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic. Thank God, at least I will not mention him along as my game. For Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea 32 looks set for a move to Saudi Arabia after the former Spain goalkeeper received huge offers from more than one club in Saudi Arabia. Okay, Spain is not a poor country. I'm just saying. Chelsea have rejected Fulham's first bid for England winger Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's 22 years of age. They say, Fulham, you want to collect money, big money for Paulinho, we're also going to collect money from you. It's a merry-go-round. Argentine midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso's 27 is nearing a move away from Tottenham as Napoli open talks for the playmaker. They call him playmaker. Now they play one good game in every 10. Newcastle United are interested in signing Georgia forward Cava Scarastella. Okay, 22 from Napoli. I want to know how much they will sell him player of the season. Nottingham Forest are keen on completing the signing of 19-year-old Brazilian striker Matheus Nascimento from Botafogo. Not because they put Nascimento for Indian, don't say go play like Pelo. I just tell you Namuna because they want to put the call of coach out. Saudi Arabia club Al Hilal are nearing a deal for Fulham 28-year-old striker Alexandro Mitrovic. Okay, that's almost a done deal. Despite interest from West Ham, German defender Jonathan Tah, come over here, 27, looks set to remain at Bundesliga club Bayern Leverkusen as he has told West Ham, get out from here. I don't want to replace your bag of rice. Leicester City and Burnley are set to go head-to-head for the loan signing of attacking midfielder Cole Palmer, 21 from Manchester City. Let's see where he ends up eventually. Fulham Following the 5 million return to £5 million return to Paris Saint-Germain from PSV Eindhoven, Netherlands midfielder Javi Simons, 20, is nearing a low move to RB Leipzig. Leipzig. That's how we make money for transfer. Bayern Munich are open to selling German midfielder Leon Goretzka, 28, if they receive a bid in the region of £34 million. That's according to Sky Germany. Ivory Coast defender Eric Ogbori, 29, and 30-year-old Brazil left back Alex Telles, another Ogbori, failed to show up for the first day of Manchester United preseason training amid plans for them to be sold. They did not fail to show up. Eric Ten Hag called them and said, if I see una near my training ground, now Port Harcourt court boys are going to pursue now. So they respected themselves. You know that there are so court boys in England, all those knife boys. We are going to say are they run them down now, but that's the truth. Knife boys are in England. So let's come to you guys now and your comment and see what you make of it. I mean, there's a whole lot on Instagram and a whole lot on YouTube, but I go read all of them. Don't worry, I'm not just cherry while as them awesome people will say. Say you're able. Where are you from?
I'm from Delta.
And what part of Delta? Delta is very big now.
Ika.
Ika. Oh no, they do like like. Shema mama. Oh, like like. Ah, like. Oh God, I used to have a Ika friend. Sabi is a joke. Oh, Professor Emeka, where are you? It's been a while. It's been a while since my guy, my prof. Okay, so Vicky say, wow, who is this beautiful dab say? Oga, day your day. You are married man with your big belly. Stay your day. Oh, leave people, children alone. Why can't you leave people, children? Oh, and not a beautiful dab say not to you. Victor Malolu, I'm warning you. I say good morning, Elegote. Good morning to you. And Remila Koduni say, I had to run to IG to see their faces. You see harlots everywhere. Harlots, what's the nigga everywhere? Yummy T, is that why you're on Instagram to see women? Okay, Dante 2310 say Nigerian banks are terrible. They make banking look like rocket science. Banking abroad is big. I bet shift. If you just talk the thing without bringing the abroad, once you don't put that abroad, you don't make me first. What's that? Banking abroad is big. Leave it pay, not be banking abroad by $150 since 2014. $150. A hang a bank. I don't feel collector. When I leave all this talk when I talk. Not be bank for America, just take people money run. Which bank? Banking in the US, I don't take people money run pass. You don't be just now. Tech bank food up for America. That America, not abroad. Come, can you get any for Kashiko? Don't get me in that element now. This is Monday. I need a verse on Monday. Hey, Rajezi says, see, beautiful faces. So, with due respect, if not only these girls' face, we don't dissatisfy. I come from YouTube too. Hashawu will kill you. To small head like popcorn. Yeah. Hey, Dida sent us a very lovely chocolate cake last week. Oh God, Dida, you're the man. Okay, well, God will press you and bless you. Good measures, press that. Check it. How about this one? We did do a shower here, the fine woman. Hey, Williams, have fun. I say, big Uncle E, happy new week to you, sir. Same to you. I was so happy Djokovic lost yesterday. Oh, that's my highlight of the weekend. Ah, man, wow. My sister, I don't go buy land near Kovu. Witchcraft, don't join your body too. Lionel Andres Messi, that's what she said. And Rajazi said, came from YouTube to see these beautiful faces. You guys are doing excellently well. Even if they need to do well, your shower will make you say that they do well. When they need to do well, hard lottery, kill you there. Oluyemsi say, I will babysit for you, sir. From London, Abi. Oluyemsi, just buy my ticket. The money for your ticket. You get to Nigeria, right? You get to Nigeria. Return ticket. I was checking ticket to the US the other day. I said 3.1 million. I said, I'm gonna buy land like 2 plots of land. Say for no, it's investment. Now you have to think. I won't go US. Just go to spend 2 weeks. I come back. I spend close to 10 million. If I buy 10 million worth of land in Ekpe, I just chill. I'm not doing anything again. Maybe the highest I do, I just first approve game. Just chill. After 3 years, I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna double my money. So what's the nonsense of going to? What are they going for years? I will go to Cotonou here now. Just drive, reach. I don't know until they go. I'll be ready to go. I just drive to border then and just go there, Selepa, come Selepa, I will do stay all those. By the way, why they paint almost all the houses in Cotonou white? Just stay, walk out to the beach, very clean beach. Speak French with anybody I see there. Mama Josephine, Konselepa, Rashidi, 2-2. This kind, the bubbles. Speak all those nonsense French, and then I come back. Why are you laughing at me? I just come back. I can't see my daughter was telling me the other day, let's go to London. I said, waiting loss for there. Who I forget? To go learn stinginess. The UK is the place, the headquarters of stinginess. You people don't know. It's where you go and graduate for stinginess. I don't want to go there. We'll have to go find it. Only I'm saying fact about Onana, and this is a new league for him too. You go see now. You go see. We still need striker and a top replacement before the season is complete. Okay, we'll see. There's also supposed to be backup for Bukayo Saka. Oliver say very, very yeye player, and yet keeps moving around Europe and getting good money. I said, now money laundry. The Monte says Man United may want to rely on Rashford as their main striker, and that one, and then they make mistake. Rashford have never done 2 consecutive good seasons. He's not going to have a good season this season. Okay, as their main striker next week. Is it next week or next season? And the guy goes still flop again. He's not going to do well. Oliver say, how do you buy a player for over 100 million and not sell for 34 million? Lukaku too is another scam of a player. Then they use them and Morata till they do money laundering because no other explanation for them. The biggest scam in the history of football was done to Arsenal. His name is Nicolas Yaya Sanogo Pepe. The worst player ever was, hey, Jesus Christ. That player was bought for 72 million pounds. I don't understand. You see, I saw that guy play only 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and I said, this guy, nothing in this one. This guy knows how to play, but he cannot come good. People say, hey, Thierry Henry took 12 games. This one not going to come good. There is no way. So how were they convinced that this guy was going to be a good player? That guy killed the career of Hector Bellerin. He knows how to play ball at all. Like, he cannot even make my come let's just go and play 5-a-side. He cannot make that squad. But hey, they signed him for that amount of money. Oliyev says, Anyoma is a Delta Igbo people. I hail how I served in Delta. I know. Hey, Samsoja, how you doing? Monaco, Matt. He said the big Sam in the building. You started to greet me. That's how I blame you. I'm not playing for 21 club now. How you greet me? But if I punch you there, Samara, no my Monaco. They belittle me. Fashaku, Daniel DSB, say money boss, please. Any Liverpool by God. The ones who they don't buy, say never do. They're not gonna settle it first. Steve Oko, he said my Ika sister. Wow. Nani, good morning, Elegote. What's the meaning of Nani? They speak Ika, it's not even speak Ika, you speak Yoruba. Rajazi, he said, won't you talk the Super 8? Is he your Super 8? Is he your talk? You call who's the show? 69 Lima, I said the Super 8 organizers did well, though it'll be difficult to replicate such organization at 20 league venues. No, it's not possible. The Super 8 organizers are not the people who are organizing the league, so let's leave those two. And it is different. To organize a tournament in one venue is different from league. League is different, okay? So that's not compare the two. Only I say banking abroad is very, very easy and straightforward. I have never had ATM unable to dispense cash or long-term to solve issues. So maybe because you didn't have time to follow up, sir. At least I can speak for EU. When they good for that, don't worry. One day I will see you for social media they protest because doctors and nurses they protest. They strike Kenya for London now. When they pretend like say they happen. If Nigeria it's a zoo. It's a zoo. Since Nylima said they should also do better with venue organization next time. They couldn't control the crowd yesterday at Onikon Stadium. The thing is that you people go to stadium to complain. There is not a place in the world where you can control the crowd in a football match. Oga, cool down. Every football venue have crowd control issues ever. You saw it in Champions League finals. You saw it in the Euros final. Anywhere, World Cup, it happens. So because you were in the stadium does not mean you should come out. Anywhere you have crowd control, you think it is easy to control human being? God put only 2 people for Garden of Eden, nothing control them. You say nah, human being can't control. Only 2 people now God put for Garden of Eden. Just 2 as big garden, only 2 human beings. If he control them, you where they go stadium, you the way people can't control. You not behave yourself. So don't always look at these things and make excuses. A football stadium is not a place where holy people go. It's not a place where saints go. A football stadium is an all-comers environment. You would expect all of those things. Those are part of the experience. But the thing with my Nigerian people is they go to stadium to when I go watch the match, make a find fault so that when I go talk for social media, I can talk about it for you guys are shitty people, disgusting people. Stadium is a very, very volatile place. You're most likely to die in a stadium than any other place. But hey, when it happens in Nigeria, people talk all this, come on air and talk all this nonsense. It is unfair. Again, it goes back to what I used to say. Nigeria does not have a footballing culture. Because if we have a footballing culture, we go no. But because we now get, whenever they used to stadium where they pack full, especially in this Lagos where their relationship with league football are off and on. You see a state like Lagos will go 10 years without having a club in the top line. You just see one club when I just look for perfection. Go abroad and go enter stadium where say stadium, it'll be like where Chris people they go. That's the way it works anywhere in the world. So if you see one small crowd issue, don't talk. That 96 people died for Liverpool match some years ago. You think say they get crowd control and 96 people died. You know what? How many people? 96 people. If you're a pastor, you're starting a church and you have 96 people. Now mega church with that. So guys, calm down, okay? Adele, which kind of name is this now? Adele K-E-R-G. Okay. Oh. If Chelsea does not sign a good striker like Osimhen, everything is spelled upside down. Or Kane, this season, their top four self is in doubt. Rajesh, they say flying from Accra is way cheaper than in Lagos. And that's so. What have you done? I did Lagos. I want to fly to Accra. I'll first fly from Accra. I don't understand this your analogy, but more just leave it like that. Monaco, you laugh at me. No worry, I go find you. See, but you know, if I not see, I send my boys after you. Okay, he said, Bro Springo, I need your opinion on Chumeni replacing Thomas Partey. Is it an upgrade or downgrade? So Chumeni is a good player, but I mean, for last season, he's not played. We signed a non-playing Odegaard for 30 million. People said he wasn't going to come good. He came good. Chumeni is a good player. We saw the potential, the talent before he was bought from Monaco. So if I'm going to judge him based on that, his potential, his ability is good. But he went to a club where you have to perform all the time. A king at Chelsea went there, I was a bench warmer. So we know that he is a good player and he plays the kind of football that Arteta likes. But if you ask me, Arsenal should just, for pride and prestige sake, they should sum up the 100 million quickly and buy Moses Caicedo. The reason why I'm saying that is it will be an intent. But then if Arsenal sign Chumeni, I'll be very, super, extremely happy because that will be a good buy. And it's a ball playing midfielder, so it's good. Olivia say, Uncle, waiting with UK people do you not too stingy? UK people too stingy. Olivia say, pounds is still the king currency in Nigeria too. No beef. Who cares? Would they use pounds for you? Don't even get value. How many times you don't go a booking place you go change? Who cares about your pounds? Now what approve money? If that's your money, Monaco say, bros, you na big name. See, this is what they call bribing. It's trying to use bribing and corruption. Well, let's go to our man who was at the Super 8, Felix the Great. Truly a great guy and a lover of the game. Felix the Great gave us a roundup of his own thoughts about the Super 8, and this is what he had to say. Remember to follow Felix the Great on Twitter, Instagram, and across everywhere. But also follow their MPFL podcast called MPFL to Read. They are doing fabulous work projecting the MPFL just as we do here, and that's the reason why we can collaborate. When people who have things in common collide, good things happen. Felix the Great, let's hear from you.
KG first 45. He also had a couple of chances to bury the game with Jonathan Aluku and Saturday Okon, both missing when facing the goal. Those crucial misses would eventually come back to haunt them after Adams Olamide poached home from close range in added time. The former Lobby Stars man had some minutes earlier saw his lounging finish wrongly ruled out for offside, but he seemed to have a personal vendetta against the capacity crowd at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, and he wasn't going to be denied a second time. Lakers strike in the 5th minute of added time ensured that the over 10,000 fans at the stadium would have to endure the lottery of penalties to decide the winner, and we moved into a potential 10 spot kicks to find out who would sadly be the villain and, more importantly, the hero. Step up, Christian Nwoke, the shot stopper who had been preferred to club number 1 Agboy Koi, made 2 crucial stops to hand aside their first silverware since formation 17 months ago. Remo Stars captain and leader Nduka Jr. missed the first spot kick for his team on the night, and with the pressure at fever pitch level, right wing back Sadiq Ismail folded and saw his kick to the left of Nwoke saved. The crowd who had turned up en masse to support the Lagos Bayside went bonkers as Remo Stars players once again sank their heads into their knees after coming short again a month after losing the NPFL title to Aimba on goal difference at the same stadium. The Sky Blue Stars are getting ever so closer to their first senior title. They just need to smoothen their rough edges and they will be set. They will travel back to Ikene feeling disappointed, but they must not remain in that state for long as they continue preparations for the preliminary rounds of the CAF Champions League next month. For Sporting Lagos coach Paul Ofo, Sunday marked exactly 4 months to the day he was appointed as the head coach of this team, and what an incredible level of progression he has overseen with a team that only escaped relegation to the third tier on goal difference 2 seasons ago. They will celebrate all week long, but they must not forget that for where they are aiming to reach, this is only the beginning. Felix Nnamdi Bomuche reporting from Lagos.
And Legbete TV Radio, we dare to lead.
Yeah, when you hear people report, it does look like it's an easy job. But I think my history being on this job, I've been a reporter, presenter, analyst, which is my major forte. I think that reporting is one of the hardest job in this industry. And the way Felix just made such a difficult job look so easy, you want to start preparing for some very, very beautiful awards. And I don't understand what the sponsors are waiting, but we offer you quality that you cannot find anywhere. Thank you very much, Felix, for giving us that one. Felix the Great, and I'm the wonderful guy, Ibomache, whatever the name is. I hope I pronounced it very well. But thank you very much because you are good, exquisite, and nice as well. I don't think putting up a report can be better than that. Use of language, description, analysis, and situation talk, everything was on point. Thank you very much, Felix, once again. And I'm going to go to Bayelsa quickly to hear from Yakubu, who's let's hear what Yakubu's got to say on his own part. What is happening in Bayelsa? Bayelsa gained promotion last season and played in the league, but somehow they didn't make it to the Super Six. Neither did they do anything much. But who cares if at the end of the day, you're still in the league and you have a chance to have a second bite of the apple, because that's the most important part of the matter. So let's go to Bayelsa and see if we can catch some fishes, or we go Sapogeri.
'23, 2024 MPFL season. The Legua Bayside are, of course, without some notable winners here at the Samson Siasa Stadium as the likes of goalkeeper Dino Osage, defender and Jonas Ebedebiri, and midfield maestro Alessiowa have joined Lagos Rivers United, while Taiwo Abdurrahim and Yunus Asherif have joined Nobi Stars and Remo Stars, respectively. With star striker Robert Newsons still expected to leave the club before the start of the new season, of course, more departures shouldn't be ruled out. As for incomings, reports emanating from the camp is that Bayelsa United have inquired about the services of Olatunbosi Desire on a 1-year deal from Kwara United. More signings should be expected as new players can be seen here for trial. Bayelsa United will definitely be looking at improving their last season league finish because the fans and management of the team were not impressed with their performance. I am Yakubu reporting from Yenegua.
So make me tell you about the Legbete TV, radio, entertainment, news and sports. Make me tell you about the Legbete.
All right, that's Yakubu Uzoma reporting all the way from Bayelsa. Thank you very much, Yakubu. Let's hope that we get a whole lot more as the season goes. Now, what's going to happen is in order not to distort the structure of the sports buffet, the MPFL show will be a different show. We're still trying to get as many reporters as we can from every center where there's an MPFL club. I promised you guys last season that this season we will going to take it a notch higher. Just go from the off the back of our production of the league. We thought we should take it a notch higher. Last weekend, you heard the voice of Ryron Zamora, who's, fantastic. And you just said Felix, who would always constantly be a part of this show. He's been a friend and a supporter of this dream from the very beginning. And then you've heard Yakubo Zama, and a whole lot more will be coming. Eventually, it will take a show of its own, which is the MPFL Daily Report, where you would have all the update from the different respective club in the MPFL. But having said that, let's go back to Instagram. Liam said, very true, sir. I've experienced Emirates twice this year, and it's almost like pushing ourselves and breathing through each other. Okay, good. Nobody is ever going to talk about that. When you go to stadium in Europe, it's the same. Football, the culture of football is the same. It does not change from one country to the other. Going into a stadium is risky. You are just one mistake away from a stampede, because people all converge at the same time. And then if you add, like, let's say Euro, for instance, where there's a lot of train, if you add the insults that come with the train and then all the yabbing in the stadium, if they do that in Nigeria, people will take it personal. The kind of insult that people give, in stadiums in Europe, and I've been to 60 countries in this world. And of those 60 countries, every country that I've gone, I've been to a stadium, at least one stadium. The culture is the same from Europe to America to Brazil and everywhere. It's the place where people see this. A stadium is an equalizer. When I say equalizer, a stadium is a place where the poor fans can insult the president. I mean, that happened in the finals when Argentina took on Germany. Lula da Silva came into the stadium and they were insulting her from the start to the end. And it happened every time she came to the stadium. Because you didn't see it in the broadcast, and that's something that people need to learn. There is always a 15 to 20 seconds delay between a live match and the match you're being given on TV. So when you watch that match on TV, what you're not seeing is a lot of cutaways. Take, for instance, the 2014 World Cup Finals had 4-pitch invasion. It never showed on TV. When I came back and I asked people, they said they didn't see it because of the delay. So when they give you this whole polished, refined content for you on TV, you think that that's how the broadcast is. That's how the live game is. No. In the stadium, then they use share, they flog people. Then they pour drink for people. Then they stab people. For European stadium, then they throw flare for people. Then they use lighter, stone people in European stadium. So when you go to a Nigerian stadium and you hear one person shout or two persons shout, and then you come out on social media and talk rubbish, it's just because you do not even understand what a football stadium really is. As you're going to the stadium, expect that would happen. And if you're a regular stadium goer, you see that happen on a regular basis. So don't come here and make it look like, oh, Nigeria cannot control crowd. God, nothing control 2 people now. I mean, one control 60,000 people, or 5,000 people, or 10,000 people. Who you put for ground, make it control? You know, control yourself. Rajesh said ticketing is just a problem. Tickets should not be sold close to any football stadium. Buying ticket online and scanning the Oniko is not just a standard arena as regard logistics around the ground. So first off, let me educate people on this one. Oniko Stadium is not a finished work yet. That work is still an uncompleted stadium. So the more information you have about your facility, I think the better for us. We do not have some of the things that you people ask for. We do not have. It's not like scanning is a difficult technology. I mean, don't you have use card when you use BRT buses? Before you used to pay cash. Then they start selling tickets. Now you use card. Right? It's not like it's a difficult technology. But the stadium have not been completed. They're just using it, based on the fact that this is the only stadium now available since Agege is under repair. The National Stadium Surulere is dead and almost buried. Then Tesla logo is not working. All those information you are also supposed to know. If you don't know, it's not my business anyway, but you're supposed to know because there's a whole lot of ignorance following this. And Rajazi, you have this weird idea. Maybe you watch too much cartoon, too much animation, because the way you look like a cartoon character, one of those animation. Let me tell you the thing is, all these things you say sometimes, think it before you say them, because you always do them in my comment section. And I just look at it and smart, okay. Think about the things you're saying. You are in an environment you should know. It's like saying that the Just Stadium should have all this machine when the stadium is an uncompleted building. Until the stadium is completed, then you can make such critiques. But right now, it's not a completed facility. So try to understand that, and then it will help everybody. Sevoko, save Arsenal sell party without replacing it. Where do Arsenal end on the league table? They never sell and they never we never know say they're not going to replace her. So you're asking an hypothetical question, and I don't do hypothetical analysis. Okay, Rajezi, wow, perfect. This your reporter to Sabio and God. No, Allah, thank you very much. At least you said something that makes sense. Rajezi say, no, I'm sorry, I was telling those that came late. Right now, let's go straight to my guys on YouTube. This show is going to extend a little bit the way I'm saying it too. Okay, let's start very, very top. But I'm not going to say top to bottom today. Delara say good morning, good morning to you. Delara, you wanted to say last Arsenal Rice done now to the shopper remain. Let's see, it's not the only person that will change the team anyway. And then what I say, United are still signing Onana. I think that deal will be done from the look of things. The two clubs have agreed, and the player have also agreed. So this week we'll see him sign a 5 years contract. Oduni Rameleko say Maguire, he don't taste both sides of English media. Oduni Rameleko want to say Maguire took his contract with United. Serious past his marriage vow. Now mind you, they fight for divorce. Maguire say we die here, but that marriage no go work. Gwendolyn Marcos say, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Akimbola Larry, that person is on. She supports Spurs. Akimbola Larry say, we don't enter Caban for another hot show this morning. Thank you very much. Tosi Nadebambo says it's 4:02 in New York. Oh, sorry, I calculated this. 3:02. It's 4:02. Gwendolyn Marcos say, I'm happy for Sporting Lagos. Didn't see them coming. They are not Spurs now. Don't support them the way you support Spurs. You're used to not seeing clubs win. I can understand. You can change your support. Tell me that you're not a Sporting Lagos fan. I will buy you Sporting Lagos jersey. I'll give you my word on that. I'll buy you. Gwendolyn Marcos is saying, my boss, what have I done to you today? You're a sports fan. The fact that you're a sports fan means that you've done many things to me. Okay. You're looking at man saying, Bros, Fredo, house, no sweet if money no deal. I agree with you because you might not have light, you might not have everything, but if you don't also get money, you don't go outside. Skillful Frank, my pastor, it's been a while. It's Germany. Onyavo, Skillful Frank. Okay, that's a footballer, Tom Pastor, fantastic guy, great guy, and a lover of this project as well. As Patrick say, I said it, beating Sporting Lagos in Lagos is going to be difficult, except there is a total collapse. Okay, European man say Shine. Okay, I remember that Shine, the musician that I was talking about. Then I was saying, I look at bank show people not be small that time, but I was actually lucky throughout the time. Akim Olalare said Arsenal seems to be loving Nigerian music now. Arsenal Women FC announced the signing of Russo with the Nigerian 70s rock song. Yeah, it's the players, it's what they like, so they just go with it. And the Nigerian audience is really a big one, so you have to tap on it. 200 million, not be Joko. Yorokiri Emmanuel said Novak Djokovic end is near, but not yet. Okay, here's a Patrick. He said when people started not noticing Messi at the store, he had to leave. I don't think there is anywhere in the world he would get solace outdoors. Maybe Antarctica. Okay, but the fact that he came and he was not noticed, that is something. Okay, European man said, I saw a billionaire dollar hug from Beckham to Messi. Yeah, $1 billion hug from Beckham to Messi, from a legend to a good. Yeah, the line was saying, man of God, don't enter Amo. That's from that your news. European man said, Maguire, Jasmine, he don't die. He have to conduct a burial now. He will go and play for West Ham or some small club and battle relegation again. We'll come battle with the Lord. We'll come battle with the Lord. That song, right? Maguire will sing that. European man say, I pray Onana does Onana against us. Village people, take note. Okay, your own blood will reply you on this one, I sure. Raimi Nero says, okay, so I told you guys once upon a time, like on 3 or 4 occasions on this show, that I have a younger brother who I think, I used to always say that I don't think there's anybody better than me in football analysis. I don't think there's anybody half as good as I am. But I think that I always say that I think I have a brother, my mother's last born, who pretty much is better than me in some areas. I don't think it's better than me as an analyst, and I don't think it's got the confidence that I've got. I mean, I've done this over years, but if there's one person who you guys should look out for, and that is if he takes his potential well, because it's one thing to have the potential, it's another thing to put it out there, is this guy, Rami Nero. Currently working with, I've forgotten the radio station he's working with now in Benin, but you can grow from there. What's the name of that FM again? One. Oh, Randy Ogbobio, what's this on your radio station name? Oh, God, I just forgot. But it's in Benin anyway. It says since that incident for Greece, Maguire, GP tank, no come correct again. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You reckon man, I say even if na country them won't buy, them for don't buy them. Chelsea negotiations for Casado don't turn Telemundo series. You don't forget how Arsene Wenger be they negotiate for what's that Argentine guy that went to Napoli and then went to Juventus. What's his name again? That guy that made Argentina not to win the finals of the World Cup. That idiot that played for Real Madrid. Jesus, I was commenting that day. It was making me shout anyhow on the finals commentary. Gonzalo Higuain. Yeah, Gonzalo Higuain. That one. That's Otupo. Idiot. The other always says, smile at Tom again. Now, Tom. Remain now. Guinness self go shock. Nigeria, nothing will not go do. Go to do shit at all. People go to shit non-stop. Non-stop shit at the shit at the shop. They go to shit. They shop food where they make them polish constantly. They go shit, they die on top. The better Guinness Book of Records. First set of people to shit and die. Nigeria, that thing will not do. Peter Orukbe, my guy don't show. He said we have Borja and Jackson. Okay, and that Borja now what's up before. You know, some people they outside Borja they play well, but that Borja be like bodyguard for shopping mall or for cinema. Okay, and we are okay with that strike force. Are you sure? Chelsea, okay. Somebody is speaking opposite to. I don't say Chelsea fans don't agree. He said if we only have Jackson, I would take Balogun ahead of Morata. We need just a DM and a keeper. Okay, if you say so, shine the light on your people. You're okay, man. Do you agree with him? He said, bros, what be your take on the alleged Bamidele Ali Lai story? The guy an idiot, just a sick pity. And English press just bans on that because Saudi Arabia won't kill them. Saudi Arabia they oppress them, die. So they just want a story where we say could draw attention to their matter. Don't mind that Dele Ali talk anyhow, lie full ground now. People has the believe it. Just tell me. Peter Roper said enough of signing unnecessary player. If our strike force isn't enough, we will go for Tony in January. Now 8 months back they give him more. You want to sign Tony? 8 months, I give him more. At the end of the season, the full season at 9 months. So what are you expecting? Sign up for January, you're not going to see play till somewhere around April. My brother, that kind of, I don't know, they call signing Empire for nothing sake. You never do Empire for set when you say, as that said, just score the cost cutter the set. Empire for nothing sake. I just did sing the song for you. I grew up in Upper Street, so you should know that people like them, Daddy, Hiroki, Robert Akari, Francis, Edore, all those people they like to fight over. And Shibushi go always suffer for all the fighting. When they gamble, they play snooker and the rest, go Empire. Once somebody win, not supposed lose, fight the scatterer. And then all the lazy, small kosher there. I be a balloon, or God is saying Empire for nothing sake. You never heard that song before. All of you will not grow up or I don't understand this thing what they talk. And I know you guys apology. Just learn. Don't take it personal. Noah Torin, he said, I never mentioned, but Ika as well. I've heard that phrase, laka, I'm going. It's very funny when non-Ika people say it. I agree. See, the first time I heard that thing, I fall for ground. I won't faint for laugh. It's so fun. You've not heard it before. You've not heard anybody say that laka. You've not heard it. To go home, and ask your mom what it means. Like, just ask your mom about it. You understand? So I don't know what before I didn't know what it meant. The first time I heard it, I was living one Ika guy in my house. And when he said it on the phone, I off. I was eating cereal. So no, I wasn't eating cereal. There's this thing I used to eat. I I saw in Liberia and I imported it here. So you dice your apple, small. Then you put milk on ice, right? You put it inside, and then you can add whatever. You can put granules, do anything, and just take it like that. Okay, it's good for energy. You can also add banana, So I was eating, and I had a mouthful, and I had ilaka. I off. Dining table was a glass item. I almost break that table. Oh God! Every time I think about it, just make me laugh. Noel, it's like God is answering your prayer. Oh, your chicken wants to give birth to elephant now. I'm hearing that Dusan Vlahovic is going to Paris Saint-Germain. If Bayern could not get Hurricane, they would come for him. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how that goes. Charles Aladi said, "Good morning, boss. Good morning to you." He said, "I wish I was able to watch the match yesterday between Sporting Lagos and Remo Stars." Well, you didn't watch it, but I hope you heard the report by Felix because it was beautiful. Yakin Sadiq says, "Be like people deliberately go to stadium to look for fault and shot football is not working, blah blah blah." I did tell you. Yamin might say, which number 9 is suitably available that Arsenal can sign? Lilian Thuramson. I think that's a different player. Yorokri Mana say, Cool FM. Yes, the name of the radio station that my younger brother works is Cool FM. Normally they say one radio station does not advertise another radio station, right? And that's not true. That's Bangladesh. That's why I was saying if you need tune into Cool FM. I don't know what time the show runs. They're not online, so I can't hear them here. But I wish I could listen to him because he's the only person. Okay, there's another person like that. Mr. Emeka Yanike is a guy who would, for instance, you ask him, okay, so what happened in the match between Argentina and the Netherlands in 1978? And he goes like this: oh, in that game, Mario Kempes took the ball in the 34th minute, 15 seconds on top of Jesus Christ. How do you remember such things? Say, I've tried it many times, it didn't work, and I gave up. That's how this crazy freak of a boy that my mother gave birth to is. Now, it will tell you the exact second. Not only that, so you ask him something about football that we watched, like maybe, okay, so there was this 2004 Africa Cup of Nations that we're watching, and Okocha scored that free kick, remember? And one Ogbori guy that does not know how to look football just ran out of the upstairs shot. What are you so Okocha just do so? You know, that kind of thing. Now, if you ask my younger brother will tell you the guy's name. Not only that, I will tell you the color of the Okada that was passing the road when that thing happened. I'll tell you the people that were standing, people that were on the fence, the clothes that were hanging on the line, on the rope. I don't know. You see, that's freak behavior. It's not normal. And he doesn't behave normal. So it's like, he doesn't have mental health issue. No. None of my mother's child can have mental issue. That one, if you get mental health issue will beat him. But he's a freak. He's a freak. He's X-Men. And then he can eat 2 full loaf of bread. That 1,000 loaf of bread. He can eat. It came to my house, ate bread. I ate my son's baby food. My wife still haven't forgotten that. Ate baby food. This boy, grown as adult that would have 5 children, ate my son's baby milk and his food after meal. Ate that after meal. And then that's the small food that they put. Narrow. Don't worry. Your Wikipedia page, we will upload it when the time comes. Temesa Rabayami says, good morning and well done, bros. Good morning to you. And he said, enjoying the show as work, they go on. Good. Here's a Patrick, he said, professor and pastor, where you know like, still be your guys. Omo, you too much, I beg. They're not my guys, so I'm just doing things like that. Noeteri said there's a story that Juventus is open to Lukaku. Fry pan to fire. Allegri just like strength over techniques. But Dusan Vlahovic had technique. It was too much for you people. You said, what do I want? As Patrick said, that crowd yesterday, it shows there is progress. I don't believe my eyes. Yesterday, those that go to Nico should look around. There are 3 buildings project going on. Even the entrance gates will be changed. As a Patrick, make una calm down. We will get there hopefully. People like Elegbete and Fisaya Dairo are doing well for our league. And there's a whole lot more. It's not just me. There's Andrew Randa, who's committed his life to the league. There is China Asheru. And then there is my own boy. I love his work, his commitment to the league, what he's done so far. It is a testament to the fact that Nigerian League can produce heroes. Toby Adepoju and a host of others. There is Jen Wednesday, there Extra Pushy, there is Olajide Bukola, and a host of others. And then there's this new generation, and I think that this new generation, the Felix the Great and his team, the Ujamulu, I hope I'm not pronouncing that name wrongly. That's my adopted daughter. I'm not supposed to call that name wrongly. There is Ryron Zamora, who for me is the face of my next project, and then a truckload of others that are coming into the rank. My joy is the fact that as bad as people talk about the league, people are still willing to put themselves and run around. It's just that we now pray for the funding to come, because when I look at the project that we had last weekend, I was tabulating it because one guy came and called me and said he wants to partner with me, and I said, okay, want to partner with me? How much are you bringing to the table? And we got talking, and he said 500K. And I was laughing, and he thought it was disrespectful. And I told him that, see, I need a laptop to change the way I stream. The laptop alone is 3.7 million. So when you say 500K, are we to use it to buy fuel, or what really is the partnership? This company, this business is right now at a place where if you're bringing 500K, don't call it partnership. Say you are dashing me transport money. Don't come here and tell you give me $500,000 and this partnership into this Nigeria's economy. It didn't make sense. But the guy wasn't happy with my laughter and my explanation. He got angry, and he felt I was arrogant. I wasn't arrogant. It's just that you're not going to use a Keke Napep budget to price a Ferrari. It's just what it is, right? So when I look at the project that we're supposed to do for the league, the value in terms of what to pay everybody involved for a season will cost us 210 million naira. And my team is already asking me, bros, where are you going to raise that money from? And I reversed to them and I said, when we started in 2017, and I told you guys we were going to be here, we've spent close to 80 million naira already. Where did I raise the money from? The money is going to come. Money follow project, money follow value. So let's create projects and create value, and the money will come. If you believe what I'm saying, say If you don't believe, say you don't believe. Do you believe that? And these guys are looking at me like I'm speaking Greek. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you believe what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. And lonely girl, do you believe what I'm saying? I like to look for your trouble, Sha. All right, so let's go back to the comment. What's it called? Emmanuel, you can say Nero na cola. Last, Chelsea go make up for. See, the tackle your brother. They are very evil human. You know, actually said we agree to disagree. Vlahovic techniques, laka means I'm going away, I'm going home. Okay, thank you very much. But it's just funny the way it sounds. Peter Rupa say na photographic memory. Your brother, but I follow. No, forget all those things. I full. I still big goats. Cola I be. Yakin Sadiq, he said, please tell them that small, fully journalists will won't continue to push agenda. Don't mind them. Yorokiri man, I say we don't run the league down for too long. It's time to promote it. Nobody go help us. Now we go help organize them. Yes, I agree with you. It says, I believe. Thank you very much for believing. And then the Alliance said, Maguire knows he is out already. Well, it's at this look. When will you talk on 2026 World Cup qualifiers? I think it's the center of the conversation for tomorrow's show, because Emmanuel Sebastian has already hinted that that's what we're going to talk about. So I think you should be here. It's gonna be difficult qualifiers. Everybody's thinking I'm crazy. I don't know, Nigerians. There is nothing I would predict that you guys will not fight. I predict that we'll qualify with 2 games to Spain. When I insult me, we'll win the 2013 Nations Cup. Now I say he go hard us to qualify. Yeah, he go hard us. Oh, no. When I go here, when the time go to shop banana, you go yo. Well, this is the time where I pack my bags and packages, leave the studio, go get my things done together. I promise you guys to give you report from different league centers. I gave you only Bayelsa. I am sorry, due to technical issues, health issues, to some of my reporters, we were unable to get that. But we will try as much as we can to either get it by Wednesday, or Wednesday is the next time for it. It's Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. We will try our best to get it done for you. Thank you very much. Peter Rukma for giving us 2,100. It's not easy. Guy go on and say 2,100. Yes, Google will take their own part, their own 30%. What remains is what we get. Right. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. If everybody do this one now, we'll not get the money. We'll say pay all these our staff for. But thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. God bless you. And please, we appeal for you guys to sign up for membership. It works well. I mean, the more members, YouTube, what's it called? The algorithm will now uplift us from where we are to a higher place and will be a lot more visible. And thanks to those of you who's been watching our content and commenting on it. It's fantastic. We really do appreciate it. We'll do more, especially for the league. We will do everything within our means to promote the league. We want to see the league. We're not competing with the EPL, but we want to see the league bigger than it is. If you love what you've seen with the Super 8, the Nigeria Super 8, let's just say that should be the base standard now going forward. We will do as much as we can, make a lot of noise, push it as much as we can, so that foreign investment will also come into Nigeria through football. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful day. But before I go, let me bring back my girls, my angels. If you have fun this morning. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was fun.
Not boring. Like staying at home on the weekend.
It's not boring.
For you, your weekend and your time in the studio, which is more exciting? I get it. I get your diplomacy. I understand. No problem. But thank you very much, everybody. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do want to subscribe and keep on pushing the work that we're doing. We promise you we will not fail. I give you my word. We will not fail you. We will deliver on our promises. We're not God, but we'll deliver on our promises. My name is Idafi Matthews. I've hung out with you guys and these two lovely angels, Joy Basi and Awesome Uche, who's from Delta Igbo, and my sister from Akwa Ibom. I'm from Delta State. I'm Robo, you all know that, right? And having to do a show with your younger ones watching you, it's kind of like very, very surreal and exciting anyway. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Let's do this again tomorrow when Emmanuel Sebastian will be here with my two lovely angels. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Listening to Elevated TV, guys.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elevated TV radio. It's fun.
One day Bushmeat go catch the hunter. One day Bushmeat go catch the hunter. No shaking, no Bushmeat they catch hunter for you.